So I'm going to take a little moment to get onto my soapbox about things that I've watched recently. Sterling Point on Amazon Prime. I watched that over the weekend, and it is what everyone is saying it is. It's really good, really strong. The main actress in it reminds me of a combination between a young Julia Roberts and a young Sandra Bullock. So there's just something about the way she plays this character. At first, you're kind of a bit annoyed, but then you get used to the character and you're like, oh, this is how she is. Okay. Okay, this makes perfect sense. But yeah, having Amazon is just on this kick of taking these novels and turning them into TV shows, and putting them on in the summer. I mean, earlier I watched Every Year After, which I didn't think was as bad as everybody like came out of it. But I do understand the complaints about Every Year After because it was a bit, you know exactly what's going on. There weren't as many surprises, but with oh my God, why am I blanking now? Sterling Point, there are some things that happen that you don't expect. And I really, there was a moment where I was just like, oh my God, that's really good writing. Really good writing. The writing carries this show. My only complaint that I have not heard anybody mention, but was really annoying to me the entire time that I was watching, was that the actors are clearly older than what they're playing. But why it stuck out to me is the writing. These characters, what they say and the way they behave, they are behaving as if they are young, like in their early 20s. They are not behaving as if they're teenagers. Okay. And now, granted, the main ones are 18, but it's still some of the decisions you're just, and Ramona, she doesn't behave like she's younger than them at all. So I just, that irritated me, but in terms of storytelling, it's a really good story, and I'm excited. It'll probably get renewed. I know a lot of people are watching it right now and raving about it. So hopefully we get a season 2. And I didn't know it until after, but one of the male leads in the show is played by Mark Ruffalo's son. Huh. I didn't know it while watching it. And visually, I don't think he really looks like his father. However, his voice, he sounds a hell. he sounds uncanny.
So it's not like what's his name? Dan, is it Dan Gandolfini, who looks like his, you can tell that's James Gandolfini's son, but
right. Yeah. So I've been watching that, and I know a lot of y'all love it when I talk about reality television, and I haven't talked about it in a hot minute. And I am watching all the Housewives right now. So I have started my first season of the OC, which started back in July. And maybe it's because it's my first time ever watching OC and it's the 20th year. I'm not mad at this show right now. Is Vicky annoying? Yes, she is. Is Carmela carrying the show? Yes, she is. So as long as Carmela gets a second season, I'm fine with this ride. But it does seem like there was a reason why they took the peach away and then they gave it back to Vicky. And I don't think Vicky wants it, guys. I really don't. So I'm doing fine with the OC. Atlanta, I watched the previous season 16, just to prepare myself for season 17. Season 17 is solid, and I'm really liking the reunions so far. Really enjoying it. I will say, K. Michelle better return next year. Okay. She is just she is both crazy and logical simultaneously. And there's very few people who can do that. Um, the Kelly and the Shemia of it all, I'm on Team Portia, but I also these shows only work with good villains. And even though they're annoying, I think we still need them, or at least one of them, to be a villain on the cast. Granted, Angela is making a strong case that she'd make an amazing villain, but that's neither here nor there. So I really enjoyed that cast. What else? I am watching Ultimate Girls Trip because it's the 20th anniversary of Real Housewives. So I'm enjoying that. I'm really looking forward to next week's episode. Okay. This is what we want. We want all these crazy housewives together and for the drama. I know what Giselle did in the first episode was pot stirring with Vicky, but come on, there was nothing else happening. So I don't blame her for just saying, "Hey, she doesn't trust you." And we want to see how these characters navigate each other's shows and cast, so to speak. I mean, that's really what we want. I like the group that we have right now, but until you start getting in those other girls, and yes, I'm talking specifically about Salt Lake City because that cast is a whole nother force to be reckoned with. Can't wait to see that. I am looking forward to New York, which debuts next month. And as well as Salt Lake. Salt Lake's coming back, and I'm waiting for Potomac. Potomac. I know it's coming. I'm just waiting for the announcement. But I'm watching all those. I've started London, and so I'm working my way through that. And for all of y'all who love Summer House, here's my Summer House history. So we all know at the beginning of this year started with season 10. Before the scandal started, okay? I was already on board, and then the scandal happened, and I was like, this is the best season to start watching Summer House. Then after that show wrapped, I watched In the City, which was the spinoff. Did not know that was a thing that was happening this year, and so just walked right into that one. So by the time In the City, I wrapped up on In the City, I was needing my Summer House fix. So I decided to go back to when West first entered the scene, which is season 8. I watched season 8 and 9. Okay, I've already watched 10. So now I've gone back further and seen when Sierra first entered the scene, which was season 5, and did not expect for that to be the COVID season.
Oh, wow.
So that was a whole different season for different reasons. So now I am on season 6, about to watch Amanda and Kyle get married, even though I know in a few years they're going to get divorced. So that's lovely. So I kind of skip over that, but what nobody told me was that between season 5 and season 6 of Summer House, you got to go over and watch Winter House to know what the heck is going on with Sierra and that other guy. I see Austin. Yes. With Sierra and Austin and Lindsay. So it was the more I'm in this world, this Summer House, the more I'm like, why are all these other shows connected to you? Okay, it's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to go into Winter House because I've seen the present, and so if I can piece together, but who knows? I said I wouldn't go back and watch previous seasons of Summer House, and this is where I am. I don't think I will ever go back to the first season because a lot of people say specifically the first 2 seasons are really dull. And to start maybe with the 3rd. But even then, I mean, you have Paige and Hannah, but Hannah kind of annoyed me, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm willing to go that far back. Because again, a lot of the stuff that was going on back then either resolves itself within its own season, or we know what the present day situations are. So we know that where a lot of these people are still single
Ah.
or divorced. So I don't know if it makes sense to go all the way back there. I get the lore and everything. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm an OG Vanderpump Rules girl, which, speaking about Vanderpump, I have watched. This is really weird. I don't know what happened with my House of Stassi watching. I was on board. I was binging it. Made it to only have 2 episodes left, and then I just forgot about it. I don't know what happened. It was like blank. Completely forgot about it. I've recently watched the 7th episode. I know the big thing, the big argument, the big fallout happens on the boat in the finale. I just need to watch it. For some reason, I just haven't gotten there. I mean, I've been dealing with Sterling Point, all of these other reality TV shows. So, but so far, Bravo has been feeding me well.
It
That's
sounds
all.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, House of Stassi's not on Bravo, it's on Hulu, which
Okay.
which between the House of Stassi and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I will admit it makes me want to return back to check out Vanderpump Villa, because they are constantly overlapping and everything. But yeah, reality TV shows are definitely doing the multiverse right.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. I haven't. I will freely admit I have not watched a single minute of any of these shows, but I could tell that you are definitely dialed in. Any theories as far as where some of these things are going to go in the future for in future seasons, or is it just kind of like you just go with the storylines that go with? I think I did see Tom Segura though. I think I saw something about maybe his divorce or something like that. Or am I thinking about another?
I have
Thinking about
no idea who you're talking about. I have no idea.
okay, maybe I was thinking about the Toms from like the Housewives, but again, see, this is where from when I
Okay.
watched it, yeah,
Yeah, Will, I'm gonna stop you right there.
okay,
Right now, just imagine if I were to talk sports with you. That
yeah,
is what's
yeah.
happening, because
See,
you
yeah,
said the Toms from the Housewives. The Toms are from Vanderpump Rules.
Vanderpump,
Yes,
yeah, see,
kind of
yeah,
a
see.
spin-off, not
I
really.
know. I watched the whole season with you. Yeah. All the universes of these shows. To your point, it's like you. Whenever I talk Star Trek with you, it's just like you're like, okay, yeah, yeah. Was that one in Voyager? Or was that DS9? Yeah, you're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even try to get out of
Yeah,
my comfort
yeah.
zone,
I'm
but
staying. I'm gonna get back in
I
my
just
lane.
to answer your question, I don't really know what your sources are, but Tom Schwartz has been divorced from Katie for like 4 years now, or 3 years now.
Okay,
That's
but see,
very
this
old
is
very
yeah,
old news. Tom
yeah, and
Sandoval's never been married, thank the Lord. So,
right. Well, that's what I was thinking about the other Tom, not yeah, and Tom and Katie, and I guess something this is how the funky the algorithm gets sometimes. And maybe it was just a story that got recycled from like 4 years ago. And I was just
oh
like, huh,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure you've seen so many clips from various. I mean, the show was on for 11 years,
yeah.
so they they literally
So see,
were
I was see,
dating,
I did remember
engaged,
the
married,
yeah.
divorced.
Yeah, and that's just it. So I knew it was one of I just got my Housewives and my Vanderpumps like mixed up there because I just know it's just like drama with these people who that's you know that's what
Yeah.
it is, reality TV. They all just kind of like I said, I'm gonna stay in my lane, but I do remember I was like I do remember this Tom and I do remember this Katie and I do remember her divorce.
Mhm.
So I was just like. I was meaning next time you did your reality check, I was going to ask you about it, but then of course I like completely mangled which show was on. But hey, give me at least a half a point for trying.
No, 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 no. Yeah. Theories wise, I don't. This isn't things that I theory spiral about.
Right
They're
away.
the Housewives, especially the fighting and the drama just happens. It's not, and where things go, it's not really something you can ever really predict. It's not like they leave you on cliffhangers or anything.
Okay.
I mean, these are people's lives for the most part.
Yeah. So it's not a
So
kayfabe.
it's not a what?
It's not a kayfabe like like in wrestling, where they have like it's also
No, I
yeah,
mean, it's a produced show. It's a
yeah,
produced show. So there is editing and
yeah,
there is production.
yeah.
So and that's why I say for the most part, these are their lives for
Yeah,
the most part.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's not really something now when a scandal happens, that's a whole other experience because of the cycle of it.
Mhm.
Like these shows are shot for a period of time. So what happens is okay. Okay. Real Salt Lake Salt Lake City, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Shot from February of this year at least through May at least, if not June. So now all of that footage is put away and they have been editing it to start to release episodes in September. So now in preparation for the episodes, you're going to start to see them do the cast do interviews. And
Mhm.
then while the episodes are airing, they have to relive everything they went through at the first half of this year. And then all the way leading up to, I mean, Salt Lake City typically doesn't end until the end of January. That's when January is when the reunion typically airs through maybe the early of February. So any drama that happens, it's really interesting to see them look back at it and to speculate and then what their actions in present day, if that makes sense. So,
Got it.
and this season is going to be very very dark
Mhm.
because unfortunately one of the cast members son passed away while shooting.
Mhm.
So
Oh, sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's gonna, so there's that, and the
Mhm.
fact that she did return. I mean, they stopped cameras, of course,
Of course.
but they did resume, and she is seen as well as his father. So they're going to be dealing with that. Plus, there's like 3 or 4 divorce happening simultaneously. It's so funny,
Yeah.
all of the divorces that are happening. So I guess it's hard for me to be like, oh, theory spiral. I know that what people are currently separated and divorced, but the show was shot months before those announcements.
Okay.
So, in a way, based on present day information, you can kind of speculate of what will be shown in the season.
Mhm.
Um, but you also want this season to inform you about where these people are in present day. I think that makes a lot more sense than what I was trying to explain before.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm just you know I'm don't follow this much. So I was just really I'm sure people who do dig the reality check with Sarah totally understand all of this, but for folks like me who like have a casual glance, or if I see some crazy thing pop up in my algorithm, I'm like, oh, okay, now now I
Right.
get it. Yeah, yeah,
Right. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. It's its own thing. There's also
Yeah,
I never realized there were so many podcasts about it.
yeah,
So that's the other thing. All of
yeah.
these reality shows have they podcast
Everybody,
about themselves and then
yeah,
other super fans podcasts.
yeah.
It's so ridiculous. But no,
Everybody has a podcast.
I am pretty much still going strong, trying to watch as many Housewives specifically things as I can to get a good comparison. And to be able to deliver some kind of like, okay, these are the Housewives for 26 that like stole the show.
Hmm,
I'm telling you, Atlanta was really strong in my opinion. Atlanta is
hmm,
really strong. Potomac, I will never forget that finale. I think I've rewatched that finale more than anything else.
hmm.
Because I love that finale so much, and I'm so mad that they're what I would consider villains are not a part of next season. So
Hmm,
that's annoying. Because that's the thing. That's the thing about this. The more engrossed in Housewives you become, the more you realize these friend groups, you don't want people to leave while simultaneously if they do too many seasons it gets tiresome
hmm.
even when and I'm not that is no shade to Kyle Richards, okay? I
Yeah,
say bring on the Kyle Richards, okay? She's great. There are other people around her that I think have done their time and we need to bring in some fresh blood. Am I annoyed that Amanda Francis has left after one season? Yes and no. I mean, she's never going to be part of that friend group. So why push her on? Continue pushing that. And it didn't seem like she really was having fun on the show.
hmm,
So but yeah, we can do without another season of Kyle versus Dorit. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
We can do
Okay,
without that.
okay.
Bring back Villain Sutton because she was great.
Ah.
Let the mouse go. Okay.